Hello, everybody. Welcome. Welcome back to the Dancing Oracle with Najia for a really special day. We're going to have the fabulous psychic medium Linda G on. Linda G has a channel called Linda G, the Comanche Psychic. And last week I had everyone post your questions for Linda and me in my community page under her photograph. And many of you, luckily, you got to find it and post your questions, and we're going to answer them as soon as she hops on to the Zoom. So this is recorded. I know last month a lot of you thought that this was a live. I hope to do lives with a big group someday with Linda, but I don't know how to do that special thing because there's so many of her fans that would hop on for a live. I'm afraid I would crash. I have to learn the technology, but I will, because it would be really fun to do that. And I want to just announce before she comes on also about my tarot party on Monday, September 15th on Zoom. And you don't have to be on camera if you don't want. If you're not on camera, you'll not show on the video at all. No worries. When it's recorded, you will be able to see a recording of it after. It's only $60 to get a personal reading with me during tarot nights for a 3-card mini read, and then we do a whole collective lesson for the group as well. It's a really nice group of people that typically come to my events every month. Last month we had a clairaudience psychic development workshop, and it was really just the right amount of people attended so you could get a lot out of it. And I hope, it helped a lot of you. A lot of you were telling me a week later that you were doing some of the methods I taught and you were getting some clairaudience. So I'm so happy about that. I love teaching you how to do that. I once in a while do a workshop. I'm always available for privates on that. That cost a lot less than my readings do. And it's the same as my dance lessons. Teach on psychic development. But there's so much free information on my channel under Divine Design and Intuition playlist. Ooh. So, Linda will be on shortly. And make sure if you like me having Linda on and wonderful guests, hit the like button and subscribe. Then I know to do more and to ask her to do more and to bring other lovely guests on with similar topics. So, but I need your support to know that. All righty, I'm gonna pause until she comes in the room.
Your color?
Look who's here, everybody!
Yeah, hola. I was just telling you that I did a show with my left ear, and 23 minutes into the show, she lost her total internet. And so we're going to get back together at 3 o'clock to film part two. So, in case you guys are wondering, there's two parts.
Two
Okay.
parts, twice the amount of fun.
Yeah. There you go. How are you feeling?
I'm taking a turn for the better. I'm almost
Good.
in.
Your coloring is good?
Oh, my coloring, I'm blushing because I'm so happy. And it's a little sweltery in Philadelphia humidity. But I just put the dehumidifier on in the room, so it should.
What's your O2 set like?
Oh, it's it's been in the mid 90s, except one time in the mid 80s. But as soon as I was breathing deep and going walking, it got higher, which is unusual. But
Yeah,
it's
because
been good. I went to see a cardiologist today,
and
and he said he thinks it's the Metropolo. So I'm going off of that. Metropolo?
okay.
Blood pressure medicine. He said, find a different one. So we're going to see, because I do notice I'm a ditz in the morning after
Okay.
taking the medication, and I'm just like dizzy and I can't breathe. And I'm like, I'm always better at night.
It's the medicine.
It's the medicine. And my
Yep.
and I couldn't have a better person in my corner than you.
Thank you.
You've just been my angel through this.
And by the way, speaking of Angel, Annette's doing really good. She's hanging in there. She's catching up on all the people she had to put on hold, and she's very grateful. People are very understanding. Of course they are.
Oh my God.
Her husband found out he had terminal cancer and was dead within 2 weeks.
Within 2 weeks. So I wasn't sure if when she was on your show doing the live, if did she
No, we
know?
had no clue. No.
Oh my God. So it
But
really
her
was
and I
quick.
scheduled, I think the first week of October, we're gonna go back on.
And listen, everybody, when Annette goes on Linda's show, that's a rare opportunity that you can do personal questions.
Personal questions, that's what we do.
Yeah.
I am
So,
gonna be on with my brother from another mother, Kevin Lewis,
oh, I love him.
Plain
I love
Media.
him.
We're
Yeah.
gonna do a personal questions on Saturday.
He's a beautiful soul. Oh, I hope I can watch, but
Oh,
we'll see.
beautiful, energetically. He's just a wonderful person.
So that's Saturday, September 6th, right,
Right,
everyone?
right.
And you have, before we do the political questions, you have 5 spots left for Benicia. Is that correct?
Oh, yeah, our Venetia event, look under lindagrindel.com. And there's 5 spots left for Venetia. We had one cancellation, we had 4 spots, now we have 5. But still, that's a good chunk of people. 60 people, we got 55 people.
And
I'm happy with 55.
I
And
know.
Laguna Hills is totally sold out.
That
And
sold out immediately, right?
one person canceled with Laguna and it got picked up ASAP.
My friend Martha's going to that, so she's super excited. Hi, Martha.
Excited too. I'm excited too.
All right, so I have a question before I read everyone's questions that were in. Just, some of you post all over the place, and I can't keep switching around. So there's one place to post, and you'll always see Linda's photo, and it says post your questions for Linda, right? And I will read all your questions in order, but I have a question that came up today.
What?
Did you see Nancy Mace come out of that meeting?
Oh, hell yeah.
So
The
she
note
looked
red.
red and broken up, like something
She had a panic
traumatic.
attack. Yeah, she listened to those girls. She's relating it to an event that happened to her 2 years ago. It always tends to come back. It's about her, but she's signing the paperwork. So,
No, I know. Let's read on that first. What happened? What did she hear?
it's terrible. It's exactly,
It's terrible.
they were giving what happened and went into more detail. And let me tell you, there's some big names in there.
Ooh, I just have to adjust the sound. I want to make the sound better for everyone.
Okay.
Okay.
So we know what happened in the room. We just know that she was starting to have a panic attack and started sobbing because it was tough on her.
Yeah,
I
but
just can't get over Marjorie Taylor Greene.
oh, ugh. I know a lot of people. So a few people, Republicans, signed on to release the files.
Yeah.
So I got the like holding the fort down, like putting up boundaries, and then this is like an overseas venture. The Three of Wands is often that overseas or that long-term vision entrepreneurial. So she might have seen there was a business going on with this. And then there's all of this like released, she had a breakdown. So that's the Nine of Swords in reverse, like releasing, like she was having a major release. But I
Yeah.
wonder, she must have seen something incriminating on
It
Trump.
broke her heart and it blew her away. It was worse than what she thought.
It's worse than what she thought
Yeah.
to go
And
to
she's
that
trying to
degree.
regroup right now. She's trying to regroup. And she's getting a lot of Trump is personally calling the Republicans and telling them, don't you dare sign that. I'm sure Trump has called her, but she's not getting on her knees for him right now.
No. I know, and she's, what's so weird? I mean, I saw her having meltdowns in the drugstore about people who are, bi, trans, this, that, and so harshly judging. I have a question for you. One more. Sorry, everyone. We'll get to your questions. I wonder Do you think the majority of people that vote Republican for Trump because of all his policies, do you think that they're bi or gay? Do you think like most of the people that vote, like, because they think you can change who
Well,
you are?
listen, Grinder said if the Republicans don't get off trying to attack us, we're gonna release all the names. They go through, Grinder's a lot of gay men.
Oh, so
And apparently they are the busiest when there's something going on like Republican conventions and stuff. There's so many Republican men that go both ways.
I think so
Not
because
that there's anything wrong with that. I'm just talking why you'd want to act like, you king for a day.
why do you want to stop other people from just being themselves and finding love or any kind of happiness? It's so hard to find
I
somebody.
know Johnson doesn't go. I know he goes on both sides of the train. I
Oh
sure
yeah.
do.
Oh
I
yeah.
know he knows how to grab his ankles.
Oh my
But let me tell you something, you guys. All of this stuff that's coming out, this will be something that is the beginning of the explosion about what's going to take place. And I'm going to tell you, Trump acted like, oh, I'm going to get them prices down. I'm going to do this. And he is not coming through with anything. And right now, I think I said it on my show, he can't get anybody to call him back. The big wigs over there, Kim Jong-un and Putin and all those people, nobody's calling him back. He's been cut out. He's saying that they're conspiring against the American people. It's mostly they don't want anything to do with him because they look at him as a putz.
What do you think that big display in China was all about today? The
So, and some
military.
guy gave the details about what they were showing. There's one thing that's pretty good that gets rid of drones, but most of the stuff was just polished up old equipment. That's what they said. It's the same stuff they had before. They just polished it up a little bit.
Mm. No, anyway, I know Fox News was like, it was a chance for them to not have to deal with the Epstein stuff. They didn't report on a lot. I think it was just MSNBC and CNN reporting on this for a major news outlet.
Yeah.
But anyway, I'm going to get the questions
Okay.
from our lovely viewers who took the time to write in. It was so lovely of them. And I really appreciate it. So okay. We've already seen this in the news. It was yesterday, but it's still like needs to be answered because this is the first question. So Richland Divine, she says, "Hi, Linda, Najia, my favorite ladies. Happy birthday, Najia. My question is, what is going on with Trump and his health? Thank you, love you both. Like in general, like, what exactly? Because I think there's multiple
Well,
things.
when I was in Temecula just this weekend and everybody was writing, oh my God, the helicopters landed at the White House. There was ambulances, this and that. Linda, is he dead? Is he dead? And I asked my guys, and like I told my sister, she said, what do you think? I said, I can still smell him. He's not dead. And they give him packs of prednisone and these packs. He's got the top-notch doctors. He's not well, but they managed to keep him going, you guys, to where he doesn't look good at all.
I
Did you see
think
how thick the coat of makeup was on him?
so from the car, that's interesting. No, he doesn't look good. And a year ago, almost a year ago, well, before the election, I didn't even I tuned into his energy and I saw something with blood, like, something like could be circulation, could be heart, could affect the heart, could affect the brain, but I kept getting blood and there's problems with that. And he reminded me of my mother who had heart disease. You know, he had like an aura that she had before he started looking sick. So this is before he started looking sick and he was running, and he was saying, "Oh, Biden's old, right?" And he kept saying that. And he was still looking okay, but I could see his aura wasn't good. And it was so unwell, his aura, that I did a reading about the election with with his health effect. And I saw that the election would be screwed up. I saw that something was screwed up with the election. I didn't realize, it never occurred to me he would win. Do you know what I'm saying? It
Yeah,
just seemed like a no-brainer logically that he would not.
yeah,
But I did see that something was screwed up. I assumed that he got sick, he would be in the hospital before election time or before taking office, that was the screw up. But I think it's something else. A lot of
yeah.
people do that. It was,
I never saw him go into all 4 years. Never saw it.
no, I don't either.
Something's going to happen if he doesn't go out feet first. He's going to be rolled out, or he might be removed by military for crimes.
So when I asked about the health, you know what, I got unusual cards I didn't expect. The Queen of Wands in reverse and the Lovers in reverse. So I think a lot of this is like his emotions are getting to him because people are breaking away from him. And Queen of Wands in reverse is like the tantrum card, and it's also an infectious feeling. So like it's boiling up and getting to him. I would
Yeah.
think the Queen of Wands is like a teenage girl throwing a fit, and that's how he acts a lot of times. So anyway, so let me get the next question.
Okay.
And oh, she has another one. Oh, and she had a comment. So listen, Shar 435 says hi from Australia. Hi. She asked a question about the submarines that Australia ordered and paid a huge deposit through AUKUS, AUKUS, and Biden. Do you see us ever getting the submarines? Wow.
I thought they canceled that and they're going through somebody else.
Is that is that what you got psychically or heard on the
I
news?
heard on the news that
Okay. So that is
Australia canceled that order and they're going to go through someone else because they don't want to have anything to do with Biden.
really.
Yeah, that's what I heard. I mean, not Biden, with Trump.
Oh, 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 oh. Okay. So let's go. Sandy Spaulding says, "Do you see a time when to run for president?" I love this. You need a law degree, character, and competency vetting, and some standards for cabinet
They
and
will try to, now listen, they have to change the Constitution. And that's a huge deal. And all the states have to ratify it. So yes, they'll make sure that you can't be a felon. Simple things like that, they do have the age limit. You can't be a felon. And you have to show your income tax, etc. What do you get?
so I get that it's going to take time. So these are both sevens. Like sevens are like a spiritual assessment. So seven of pentacles, like physical things, and seven of hearts, like how do you feel about something? But with the seven of pentacles, you're always under the illusion and the spell, and you're never sure. Everything that glitters isn't gold. And I've got that it's going to take a lot of thought and assessing to get rid of the devil.
Okay.
So it's
Yeah, I think they're going to make sure they're going to put things in. They're going to keep it from happening again.
all right. T Biles, ZFQ. Do you see a big earthquake on the New Madrid fault line? Thank you guys and sending love.
I have had that question about 10,000 times.
I'm sure you have. You have a lot. I think you have a lot of fans, particularly on the West Coast, so.
Well, the New Madrid is not on the
Oh, it's
West.
not? I'm sorry. I thought it was. I'm sorry.
I could be wrong.
I could be too. I've been a little spacey lately with the with congested heart failure.
New Madrid fault line. I think that's the one it's in Missouri.
Oh, that's the one. Let me just look it up real quick.
It's in southeastern Missouri, northeastern
Oh,
Arkansas, western Tennessee, Kentucky.
so that's the one that goes not too far from the Mississippi River. Is that
They
correct?
had massive earthquakes December 1811 and February 1812 of magnitude 7 to 8. The Mississippi River briefly ran backwards.
And that was way back.
That was in the 18th. So there will be more earthquakes, but I'm not feeling them right now, but there'll be good sized ones.
You know what? I always saw that area of the country affected, and that the geography would change somehow. And that's just from visions. So that
Okay, yeah, well, that's probably part of it.
got I got the three of swords in the heart.
Yeah, they said within 50 years we should have another one.
Yeah, and I just want to, tell everybody, well, as we get into some of these predictions and difficult things we go through, the main thing is for everyone to stay in tune, where
Yeah,
they need to be with their angels and guides, where they're meant to be. Because, I like there's one famous fire where I used to have my retreats, my mermaid retreats, and the whole town burned down. There's this one house that, it was attached to other houses, like row home, and it didn't burn at all. And you're like, how does that happen in Cape May? And the whole town pretty much burnt down, and they had to rebuild it. So,
wow.
and that also I heard happened in Hawaii. Like, well, why is that home fine and the neighbors aren't? So, and then the other thing is, like, I've had these visions in dreams for a while before, doing this. And I've always thought, like, I should move up high in the mountains. And I've thought about moving to Asheville for years. I thought about moving to Asheville. I had a former student was like, you got to come down, see me. You got to check out Asheville. And I thought, everything's organic. It's a great place. You'd love it, all artists. And you would think that high up in the mountains, you wouldn't have a problem with flooding, which was in
And
my
they are
dream.
flooding?
Oh my God, it devastated. It ruined the whole art district, the historic district. They had I mean, people are still rebuilding after that. People's
How long ago was this?
Was that like a year and a half ago?
Jesus.
Asheville,
Yeah,
North
there's
Carolina.
Armageddon floods going on, let me
It was
tell you.
Armageddon. I mean, it was bad. And they're up in
And
you-
remember when I did my 2025 predictions, I saw all I could see was flooding.
I keep seeing that. That's like all the dreams I've had were flooding. I'm preparing physically for it. I mean, I'm not moving. I'm kind of on the edge of where it would a lot would be. But again, if you go into fear, you create your life, you create your world through your feelings. Your feelings won't come into your life like people.
Get like recently, I've been getting a little feeling of shake coming up around me.
You do.
Like before we had that 4.5, I felt it right before. I get a little bit of shake feeling. So we're getting ready to have a tremor.
Well, you've been through the fire. I mean, when you first moved there, you had
Oh,
Armageddon fires. I saw you were putting the camera once on. Oh my God. And my friend went through that too. She's far from you. She went through that.
my sister reminded me the second fire that happened. I had put my camera up into my rearview mirror. And as I'm driving away in the
That's the
rearview
one.
mirror, you could see all the flames.
That's the one you must have showed on your YouTube channel. I was horrified and I thought, how can you breathe? How was that? I mean, like,
Oh, it's so hard, but you stay indoors and you keep your fan going, your air conditioning unit, you keep that going. I finally broke down after being without power at 1.7 days. You lose all your groceries. You got no way to cool off. We did have hot water because the water heater was gas. So we did have hot water, but we had some power units around. We could plug in the coffee machine and stuff. But yeah, we just sat it through for 7 days and that was it for me. That's when I bought my Generac. And
yeah,
it wasn't cheap, but the main thing is we've had little shortages, not too bad. One was planned that lasted for 2 nights. Never felt a thing within seconds. Like if I'm talking to you and the
yeah.
power goes out, we'd probably get disconnected real quick. But my power would be immediately back on. I still can watch TV. I still have internet.
It did the whole house? I mean, that's amazing. Like,
Yeah, even my air conditioning.
wow. The Generacs. So you like it.
Interact, those things, oh, I'm gonna tell you, and Sterling and his wife, oh my God, those poor guys. They suffered so bad. They went through the worst. You remember down in Southern California? He was right next to those fires. It never hit his house, but their power, every time my friend wrote me, Linda, it's like the power's out again. I'm like, Jesus, girl, I think I would have had a breakdown.
Yeah.
But they got through it, and then and let me tell you, he made sure he got the top of the line, because they got a much bigger house than me. Top of the line, so they're really set. They have no problem.
Oh man. So that's something you have to install. You couldn't just some things you can plug in later.
Well, no, no,
Thing.
no. This has to go connected to the gas line.
Okay. So it's a whole big it's very expensive.
It's
The Generac.
expensive. PG&E has to give it a clear. And the other thing I did was switch my fireplace to a gas fireplace. So what happens if, you know, our power's out for a while, and if it's winter
You
time,
have heat.
I can turn on the gas fireplace.
You
And we
know,
can still take hot showers.
it's amazing how much a gas fireplace can heat a whole house.
I know.
Because I would, for my mermaid retreats, we'd have one in the winter in December down at the beach, right? And there's this old Victorian house from the 1700s, and it has no heat. It just has a gas fireplace on the first floor. And do you know if we leave the second floor doors open, all the bedroom doors open, we would be toasty warm. I couldn't believe it from one gas fireplace
Isn't that
heating the
amazing?
whole house.
Isn't that amazing?
I mean, it gets cold here,
And
like it's
it's an old house too, so it doesn't have that good
has
of,
it has crap windows,
yeah,
crap windows, from the early, pre-Civil War house,
yeah, yeah.
right? It's a famous historical house. It did not burn down, because it's a little further from the town. Ah, what we were just talking about this, more stuff, but what do you see weather-wise for the US in the winter?
Well, they're talking about a very cold front coming down from Canada, then a very warm front coming up, and those in the middle, miss, on the line, Kansas, all those places, they're gonna get some weird weather. I still see flooding.
I see a lot of I think I just kind of tuned into the East Coast because before, I've been tuning in because that's where I live. I live near the East Coast, 100 miles away, and I'm feeling a very cold winter. So like I'm going to have to prepare for a cold winter where the East Coast is. I was picking that up without doing a reading because
Yeah.
sometimes I just tune in. So will the US be on the road to recovery by January 2026?
We're got more of a vision of the direction we're gonna go.
For sure.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of mess with Trump.
A lot of mess.
You
Oh,
know, the other nations are patiently waiting for Trump to choke.
it's hard.
Where is the United States of America going to be sitting in the year January 26th?
Wow. I got good cards.
Oh,
I'm
good.
surprised that it would happen that soon because I'm seeing more like February, end of February when I tuned in.
This is Trump.
What? Do we got the same one? What do you have? We have different decks.
King of Pentacles.
Me too.
So that's good news with money too.
And I got the hope card, the star.
I didn't get the Hope card, but I got
We
the
got
Eight of
things coming in
Wands.
fast.
Eight of Wands.
Oh,
So good news. Look
celebration.
at this celebration.
Oh my God, that's
Maybe,
great.
maybe he kills over and people are on the streets celebrating.
January soon.
Yeah.
Time
October, November,
flies.
December, only 4 months away.
That's not, I mean, really. Oh my God. That's awesome. I do see something major happening toward the third week in February, only because it's rational if you follow the stars. That's when the big shifts happen and big changes, big changes. We
Yeah.
come out of the stuck period. So I've been listening to a lot of astrologers. I love Ness. I got to listen to her whole show.
Isn't she cool?
Oh my God. If I didn't have all this, she is so cool. I was thinking of getting one of her calendars. I just got a lot with the hospital bills right now, but I just thought,
Yeah.
oh, I'm tempted. So,
Well, she couldn't do it now anyway. She sold out, so she has
ah,
to hire somebody to get more.
yeah, she's adorable. So, Kim Nurse, another nurse, 6691 says, "Hi, Najia and Linda. What do you see happening?" Hi, Kim. What do you see happening with the Trump family and their future involvement, if any, in the US political theater? I saw that Eric wants to run for president. Yesterday I saw that on one of the, I think Adam Mockler. I love that kid, Adam Mockler. Shout out to Adam Mockler Media. Have you seen that brilliant kid? He's adorable. He's very smart. He's debated people on CNN. He's amazing.
Oh, yes, I have seen him. I have seen him.
I love him. I love that kid. I love that kid. Oh my God. Wow. So I've got this weird combination of like heartache involving wealth built up over time. But their politics are tied to their wealth, or to their false sense of wealth or paying off and
Yeah.
and I'm picking up the knowledge. A lot of that's because of the knowledge coming in.
Do you feel like an energy is sitting on you right now?
I've been having trouble breathing, but today is good. Last night I started to breathe and be able to have a
I just saw some sort of psychically saw some sort of beautiful female energy flowing right through you. And I don't think it's your mom. I think it's somebody else.
let's see. I'll have to look at the recording later. Let me see too. What I see in my aura.
I
Wow,
could
that's a
see, I
good.
could energetically in my third eye, I could see she was very misty and she went, and you kind of gave a spaced out look for a minute. And I thought, I wonder if she feels that. So I just had to bring that up.
You know what? I'm always feeling things.
Yeah.
I keep my channel open all day long, and I listen and feel on the inner. Because I spent many years tuning it out because I was overwhelmed. And Linda, all the hardship in my life came from me tuning it out. Because if I open myself up to my guides and spirit on a regular basis, just for life, just to feel that presence.
Yeah.
And, sometimes I get the angelic realm coming in. A lot of it's just guides, different kind of guides. I don't know who they are, but I feel them and I listen to them, and they're always right. They're always right. And when I'm too busy to listen or scared of it, crap happens. you know
I
like I
know.
should always listen. That's why I like doing the psychic development for people. Like last month I had some really nice people from your show. I was on your show last month,
Yeah.
and I had a psychic development workshop on clairaudience. And
I have people writing me all the time.
oh,
Who does classes?
I do. I don't do a whole lot, but I do workshops, and I'm always happy to do one-on-ones with people. It's what I charge for a dance lesson. It's not what I charge as a psychic, you know. Um, but I'll try to make the classes for like $50 to have a workshop, and you get, record, you can watch it, and I work with you individually. I keep it small, you know. I keep it small. And then there's all this free stuff on my YouTube channel, if you want free stuff, it's all there. Just just watch the videos.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, I love it. And I just try to stay open because I need that.
Yeah.
I feel like I need that connection. Like I need it for my ability. Life is not easy for anyone, and as a psychic, you did readings for many years. You see what people go
Yeah.
through.
And sometimes it's hard people want answers and like, even asking somebody asked me who's going to go first, Putin or so, and we can't really do that. The guides have told me, even with everybody thinking he was dead, they said, tell them to knock it off. Tell them we can't sit in glee and say, is he dead yet? Because energetically, it's not good for your soul. Got
It,
nothing to do with him. It's not good for your soul because when you wish for someone else to be, and we all know that feeling. There's been people in our lives, TikTok. I like to
yeah.
clean my gun occasionally, but you wish that they'd be gone, but you have to let universal collective consciousness take care of everything. He will have his due. And
Yeah.
it's hard when everybody's going, excuse me, 2 terms now. What the hell? He's not going to get through the second part, but
Yeah. And you know what it's like? I think people can relate to this because, so many women I've dealt with through as a dance teacher and as a psychic. When is my true love going to come? My soulmate, right? And so many women are hanging like this. And I've been through that too. I know what that feeling is of like, where is he? Where is he? When's he going to show up? And, energetically, you're pushing your soulmate away. You know that, right?
yeah,
We've all been through that as women. We know that energetically we're repelling good men when
yeah,
we have that energy because we are creators. We all manifest, we're all part of God. So when you have the collective of people who are frustrated with the current administration and like, when is this torture going to end? We're constantly thinking about this torture. And when is it going to end? Like, it's not going to end. It hasn't ended yet. We're like, it hasn't ended yet. When? So we're pushing that away. If we would just let, you know, let the higher powers play it out, because we're part of that. We're part of that pushing energy because it's a lot of people, all these people on our, it's not just our country, because the rest of the countries are like, yeah, when is it going to happen?
exactly,
Oh
exactly.
my God, right? All right, so let me get another question here. Oh, will we, La Reine des Champs, I don't know if I'm saying it right. Um, will we ever know a matriarchal society? It seems like most of the chaos and cruelty in the world is perpet per perpetrated by toxic masculinity.
Yeah, that will turn around.
Yeah,
That will turn around.
it's
There
gonna be
can be
hard.
some mean women too.
It's gonna. There are some mean women. Believe me, I was in show business.
There
What?
can be some really nasty. I
Oh,
work with
nasty,
some
nasty.
top brass in different arenas, and they can be just as bad as men sometimes.
Yeah. So, I've got that. You know, we're coming to an end of a cycle to have a new beginning because this is the world card, the world, right? And it's also dealing with this whole rulership issue with the world card, but it's also coming to an end because it's one of the major arcana cards toward the end. And
Yeah.
and you see, this is a woman, she's inclusive, she's holding things close to her heart, she's careful, she's wise, she's frugal. So that too, she'll be
Everybody will be happy,
graceful.
whoever this person is. And we've gone through a lot of heartache to get there. But look at this, the new beginnings.
Oh, I love it. And with money too. I was getting the money
Yeah.
part.
I really want I think Chelsea Clinton would make a great senator. And she's thinking about running, but I fear if something comes out about her dad, being in the Epstein thing, that would ruin her chances. What are you feeling?
Oh, just logically, yeah.
Yeah.
You know?
I think she would. She's not like her father. She's nothing like her dad.
Interesting.
But
Do you know I
she's
just
considering it. Now, how about Jack Kennedy?
that's so funny. I just pulled the world card.
Well,
It's
so
one
if
out
she
of
did, she'd
78
be
for her.
successful. Let's look at Jack Kennedy.
I got 10
If
of
Jack
Pentacles.
Kennedy tried out, he could very easily. Look
What
at that.
card did you get?
9 of Pentacles.
I got the 10. And you
He
know
could
what?
be
That's
the
the
winner.
family card. That's the legacy in the 10, and the 9 is the abundance.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Wow.
All right. So I know digital artist videographer, also known as Bob. Linda, do you see that we will get a break from the tariffs soon? I am seeing a district judge said it is illegal what he's doing.
Yeah, and by the way, this is my hit. I could be wrong. Put this on me. I feel the Supreme Court will not vote in favor. He said he's throwing it to Supreme Court and they'll say yes. I see the Supreme Court saying no. Tell me what you think.
It's already affecting even a it's already affecting.
No, all the countries are laughing at us now. He did not help us out at all. All the countries, Canada stopped a huge price. Yeah.
7 of Pentacles in reverse, a lack of long-term vision.
Yeah, and Canada stopped a huge crates of tomatoes we sent to them. They stopped and said, no, we're not interested.
And you know what? The mail. Have you heard about the mail thing? There's like all these countries that
Oh,
not allowed to
Australia.
send mail to us because of
Yeah.
stupid tariffs.
Our
Because
girl, we get the prediction deck from. She's in Australia.
so they can't mail anything to us. Well, lucky you who got your prediction decks before the tariffs.
Jesus.
Because not only the tariffs, now they won't even mail anything out. But you know what was happening to people?
What?
If you got a gift from somebody in another country and they buy you a gift, right? You have to pay a tariff just to pick it up. You get
For real?
For real. This is why they banned sending things to the United States, because people are like, ugh, the tariffs are so high, right? They're like, I can't afford to pay the tariff to pick up my gift. They just leave it at the post office. So a lot of these countries I was listening to this on public radio. They're just leaving them at the post office. And the post office, they can't, it has to get sent back to the post office. They're not picking it up. They're like, oh, I have to pay this tariff. What's in there? Oh, they find out from their relative. They're like, I can't afford it. You know? So, or it's not worth it. They're just like, hell with it. You know? So the next question is from Marie Rosemary. And oh, can you do a reading on if Gavin Newsom will be president in 28? Gavin Newsom.
I feel he will. That's not the first time they've asked that. And this is kind of too soon to really be looking at it.
Yeah, it requires a lot of preparation.
He's getting a lot of money for it.
Yeah, he is.
You know, they tried to pull him out of his seat 3 times here in California. People threw so much money at getting rid of him, and he won by a landslide every time.
Okay, here's another
He's
question.
the one that fought back. That's very important.
I love how he's fighting back, by the way. I just like, and they can't get it. They think he's trying to imitate Trump to get Trump's voters. He's acting like Trump. He's trying to say, look how ridiculous this is.
But listen,
do they
Trump's
not
voters
get this?
Are leaving on their own. Not necessarily that they're Gavin Newsom fans, but they're very pissed off at Trump.
A lot of people are. I'm seeing that. I'm kind of happy. They're
Yeah.
waking up.
I talked to people in red country that said, Linda, all those flags and stuff, they're all gone now. Nobody's waving any flags for Trump.
Very good. Yeah, I just listen, we all want the truth. Can we all agree? We all want the truth. We all want someone in power that's going to bring us prosperity and peace. Can we all just say, whoever it may be, let's all wish it.
I'll tell you, I'm just glad Biden was able to get in there and try to shore things up for him.
We got the economy good for a while. We got the infrastructure, a lot of it down. Oh, so digital artist asked another question and he's afraid of your answer. He said Trump's veto of environment regulation has exasperated global warming. When he is gone, will we ever be able to reverse or
Yeah,
slow?
because a lot of stuff that he even saying that we can drill on national sites, like he did before he did that at the Grand Canyon, they were drilling for oil or something. They started it, but they couldn't finish it because it takes years to do this. So by the time they get their stuff ready to go, it's over. The next president's going to walk in and wipe them all out. Plus, when the blues take over in next November, or whenever it happens, it'll be January, right? They'll come in and put Trump, if he's still alive, put him up to be court-martialed, so to speak. Are you okay?
No, I'm just looking at the cards. I'm just
Oh,
thinking about it. Well, before I pulled these, like, I told you a couple years ago, 3 years ago, I got that all the clairs came in when I was contemplating going back to normal, right? Um, post pandemic and things are getting back to normal and kind of grateful. And then I heard the voice come in, the one, that one guy that's huge. Um, the one that told me about devastation was coming and and not to get rid of those masks. They were meant for me 2 months before the pandemic. So that same voice came in and he said, we're never going back to normal. And it showed me all of this. Oh, like it wasn't just one thing, Linda. It was many things overlaying. And it's kind of like when I look at just the environmental issues that aren't protected, and even the CDC, the Center of Disease, and just there's nobody regulating anything. And like we can have all these viruses coming in, we can have all kinds of crap. We
but
don't have any
they
protection for the
can't,
food.
normal, there's no such thing as normal now with this asshole. He took a sledgehammer to all of it.
It takes years to
It's
get all
gonna
that.
take years to rebuild it, but it's never gonna be business as normal, because the one thing they did is they went in and shook up the whole thing. They shook up all of it, Social Security, everything. Everything's been shook up. So what'll happen is we have to work from the bottom and move on. But nobody's gonna be in anybody's pockets anymore. They're gonna make sure that doesn't happen.
That I would love to see that manifest. So,
And I like AOC today. She was on at the White House or the Congress, and they're trying to put a bill through that you can't have stocks.
oh, no one
And
should have that.
and
You're
she
working.
said, there's a lot of millionaires in our group here,
Yeah,
and they really don't represent the nation.
they're not. They're representing their
So
interests in the
really,
stocks.
people are upset. What do you mean I have to sell all my stocks? Well, you got to represent your constituents, and you're not representing them if you're sitting there with all kinds of money. Like they just announced that Susan Collins to vote for the bill, the big beautiful bill, she got $2 million from somebody and accepted it.
That should be illegal. I don't
Yeah,
understand how that's even legal.
she got paid.
Everyone's like, even Democrats, I hate to say it, but like they're bought and paid for too.
Yeah,
It's really wrong.
money talks.
Money talks. It's like, how
Oh,
can
but
you
I
sell
did
your
hear Trump.
soul?
Trump told Netanyahu, "Hey, Congress is falling out of favor for you." Like he doesn't have Congress in his pocket anymore.
like he admitted that.
But he said that to Najia.
I know, but at the same time, he's admitting that
Yeah.
it was corrupt to begin with. He just outed himself on
Yeah.
how much. Isn't that wild?
That's something.
Isn't that wild? So I got that we're not going to be able to walk through fire anymore with the King of Wands in reverse, and then the Nine of Pentacles in reverse is kind of like, being we're still surrounded with a certain amount of wealth, but like we're in a gilded cage. We're not happy. It's not fulfilling. And we
Yeah.
can't get through, like it's not easy to recover. So I'm just checking in on you because I know there's still time. We still have time, but I'm just checking in because I know you haven't been feeling well yourself,
Well, I'm just tired.
You're just
Just a
tired.
little tired.
So tomorrow is a big day for you you having a
A doctor
doctor. Yeah.
and I got my 3 card tomorrow with my members.
Oh yeah, so everybody, I wanted to mention that because a lot of times you have put personal questions in the comments section, but Linda will answer personal questions if you are her member, a
Well,
channel
no,
member.
no, I answer personal questions with Kevin on Saturday.
Oh, and Kevin on Saturday.
Yeah, and I tell
And Annette.
people, and I'm going to do it again with Annette the first week of October. And please don't send money with a question. We don't
Yeah,
like that.
don't, because it confuses, right?
But no, if you're a member, you got to give them benefit if people
Yeah.
become members. I didn't really want to do that, but I tried it, and it's fun because, like, I do by the first letter of their YouTube name. So tomorrow will be A through F, and they get 3 card pulls. So you give your question, I do a 3 card pull, and I'll tell you and it goes like that, and people enjoy it.
Yeah. Oh, okay. And I know with Annette, but I meant like on a regular basis, you're doing that every week, right? For your
Every
members?
week, but remember, we're changing because I have thousands of members. So we have to break it up
They
by
break it up so at
Thursday.
least you get a chance each month, right? If
Yeah,
you're
there's
the
A
alphabet.
through F, F through whatever, down the road, each Thursday at 3 o'clock.
And
Then we start again.
I'd be happy if I knew how to do a live with, your audience. I don't know how to do it, but I'd be happy to do
There's
personal.
a live on YouTube. There's a button there that says live.
Do you think I would crash you have a huge amount of followers. If I hosted on that regular YouTube button, it would.
Yeah, you should be fine. But what is that? What is that? Is it not MySpace? What's the name of that?
A
With
lot
the
of times
duck.
I think you do StreamYard or something, right? I thought that had to.
StreamYard. I've done StreamYard. One time I had 11,000 views. That was crazy. And you can't even see the comments because they're flying.
Oh yeah, they're flying. Like you need a moderator for that. You need a volunteer that like pick out the questions because.
But moderate 4,000 to 5,000 is cool. It's comfortable. But you have to have moderators.
Yeah, I would have to line that up. I'm still recovering from heart surgery.
There you go.
I'm recovering, and thank you everyone for the prayers. And having that tarot night on September 15th, if you want to join me for mini reads, and I get to see you on screen and see all your lovely faces, and we talk for a couple hours as well. And do you have time for more questions? Are you okay?
Oh, but well, no, unfortunately, I'm going to have to go.
Thank you, Linda, so much.
Because it's been almost an hour now.
I know. So listen, let's say goodbye to the lovely viewers, and then can I talk to you for a minute?
Sure.
Okay, on Zoom. I'm
not paying you that money I owe you. Forget about it.
I need to pay you. I mean, I didn't know that when I host you, I actually make some money. I'm like in shock. I'm like, oh, good. That's what.
Thank you guys for coming.
Thank you everyone for coming, and we hope to have her back again, maybe in a couple months. Linda
Yeah, well, you'll be on my show next month.
Oh, yes. All right.
So, okay, honey.
I'm going to stay with Linda.
Be sure to watch me with my left ear too.
Yeah, there's 2 parts for my left ear
That'll
and
be 2
for
parts, yeah.
Kevin this Saturday, all right?
Okay.
I'll try to tune
And
in.
I'm gonna be with Violetta tomorrow.
I love her.
She's so sweet.
I love her. I gotta say one thing before I say goodbye to everybody about Violetta. So I was going this is how I kinda came to find you, because I saw her first. When I saw Violetta, she would wear the same clothes and jewelry that I would give my mom or my mom would wear, and my mom had just passed, was sick and was passing, and when and there's a lot about Violetta, her style reminds me of my mom, so when I was mourning my mom, I would watch Violetta, and it's just so interesting, what are the odds that she would have the same exact tops and jewelry?
Isn't that, did you tell her that eventually?
I told her, years ago when it kept happening in the comments, but I just love her. I love her
Yes, she's
energy.
really kind.
Oh, there's so many good people in the psychic community.
Oh, they're really fantastic.
All right, so bye everybody. I'm gonna just
Bye, everyone. Take care.
Mhm.